I can put it in somewhere if you want. That's what she said.
I hope not.
Wow.
No, just admitting to it. Wow, on the
started
podcast.
already. We have
The great
started
start to the
already.
podcast. Simon Straight, everyone.
Well, sorry, Alex.
All right.
Well, Michelle.
All right.
Whenever you're ready, my darling dear.
Oh, am I hosting?
I thought you were.
I thought you were hosting.
I thought you were hosting.
Welcome to the HOTI podcast.
Welcome to the HOTI podcast.
What are we talking about today? I don't know. I prepared nothing because I thought he was hosting.
I thought he was hosting, to be honest, because, you know...
I'm just glad I wasn't in this predicament.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. We can co-host. Oh, this could be cute. This could be like a little co-host thing.
This is it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the Great British Podcast.
Great British Podcast. Yes, that's what we're doing. There's the title. There's the title of the episode, unless we already
There
have
we
it.
go.
Unless we find something better.
Exactly. 100%. Joining your hosts, me and Simon, is our friend and
fellow
person. Okay, that was better. That was better. Friend and person, Liam Catterson. Hello, Liam.
No, it's not Liam Catterson.
Sorry,
Yam
Catterson.
Catterson.
After last week's debacle, I guess.
How did you feel, Liam? Did you feel personally attacked?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain my feelings because I did feel attacked. I wanted to go to court basically. So
wow.
Because I've never heard anyone say "yum Catterson" like "yum Catterson."
Well, you see, and we can say this because we're the British podcasts. America. That's why.
Yeah.
America, you know, it was something in the deep south. Obviously, there was the deep south drawl that the lady had, and you know, not to insult our US viewers, but it's kind of expected.
No one can stop us.
Yeah, no one can stop us. We have the power. We are back in control.
We don't have Laura, we don't have Brie, we don't have Ad. It's the Brits. So
give us our tea back.
Yeah,
you can keep it.
Dumping it in the ocean, you bastards. Anyway, it's a long time ago. I'm still not over it. Like a needless turkey murder day. Anyway. So.
Nothing like being put on the spot, is there, Alex?
Twice this week now. And I'm not sure
just
how I'm enjoying all this.
I know that you enjoyed hosting.
I love hosting.
So I thought you want to do it again.
Yeah, I just would have liked to have known.
I just thought it was an unspoken thing, you know?
I was doing it. No, it's fine. It's fine. Which leads us into our first topic. How have we been dreaming this week, guys?
Oh, I thought we were going to be doing How Are We Doing? Because that kind of is a more natural segue.
I don't remember the part of this podcast. I don't remember any. This is just me and Simon bickering for an hour.
This is our relationship.
This is our
relationship. And there's me just grabbing the popcorn like... This is good tea.
Yeah.
That's true.
We can jump into How We're Dreaming if you want to start with that.
No! Let's do the other thing. You already said it. It sounds so much better. Let's do that.
Okay, Liam, how are you doing this week?
Well, I dreamt about... No.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster. I mean, the past few days have been a bit poop. Due to personal reasons. Then again, people have seen on social media that I had a breakup, so that was all fun.
I didn't want to bring it up, Liam, but Simon went straight in there.
I didn't mention anything about relationships or breakups. I just asked Liam how he was.
Yeah.
You know? And I thought...
was asking how he was dreaming. Okay? That's what I wanted to know.
That's more invasive.
Oh, I'm...
But anyway,
yes.
I've been feeling a bit better, especially yesterday and today, and now I'm feeling a bit gassy because of the black grenade. So.
That was, oddly enough, wasn't the... Well, I mean, it was definitely the most awkward part of asking you, how are you? I wasn't sure whether the breakup was going to come in. I thought that'll be awkward, but thankfully, Liam, you've just made it awkward for a different reason. So, thank you.
That be me.
Yeah.
Well done, Liam.
Yes, but we were very sorry to hear about your breakup. So hopefully, you're doing okay.
Yeah. It is what it is, and as I said to one of my friends, it's, I guess, like one step at a time, I guess, from here onwards and whatnot. So, yeah, but
relationships aren't easy.
No, especially my track record.
Saw that fucking face.
What face? For those of you who don't know, me and Alex are in a relationship.
Yeah.
You may have guessed. We are so suited to each other.
We're so in love.
Yeah. So Liam, yes, but I believe your computer's been giving you issues as well, so that's kind of...
Yeah.
Wow, Simon, just bring up all the shit in his life.
Well, I just thought...
He's going to leave this podcast, he's going to jump out the fucking window.
Well,
It's right there as well. It's right.
Let's talk about RWBY. Let's talk about that, just to make us all happy.
Why? Why would you bring that up?
I mean, spoiler alert, just in case anyone does mention anything.
I'm not going to mention any spoilers.
Oh, good.
Just look at our faces.
Yeah.
I'm cold.
I'm fine.
Yes.
Fine. As one said, I'm fine.
I was going to ask how's it yanging, but I'll.
You know what? I might jump out that window right now.
I didn't even watch RWBY anymore, but
How's your week been, Simon? I'll ask.
It's been busy. It's been very busy. I started a new job, which requires me to go out into the scary open world, which is scary and open, and people still go out and do things. But it's been good. It actually feels like life is returning to normal because I'm actually getting to remember what it was like to have a job that required you to wake up in the morning, get dressed in a uniform, go out, interact with people, and then come home at the end of the day feeling like you've done
Exhausted.
something. Yeah. Yes, and that, but it's kind of left me feeling very tired at the end of each day because, you're taking in so much new information and, it's been good though. I've had a very interesting, very busy, and very good week.
Well, I'm so happy for you. So,
thank you.
Yeah.
How about you, Alex? How are you doing this week?
Well, I don't know if it's noticeable, but Alex is getting real fucking sick of his hair.
Do you know what? I think you suit the long hair.
Thank you. I don't like it. I want it to leave.
I thought
I
you were
look like one of
it.
those. Yeah, I did for the longest time, and now I look like one of those serial killers that you see on one of the mugshots, with the big glasses and the long hair. But it's all complete. I just want it to go now. I want my short hair back. I miss my short hair. I don't mind a bit of length, but this is ridiculous. Like I have a mullet.
Oh no!
What am I supposed to do with a mullet? Even if I don't mind this so much, this is fine. I don't like this or this or this. I want to get that all shaved off and then just have this a little longer, and I'll be happy.
Why don't you just do it yourself?
Yeah, do it.
Not Sam Riegel. Don't fucking catch me shaving my own hair for other people's entertainment.
You don't have to do it for entertainment.
I'm stuck in this
Why? When you did it, made me laugh.
It worked. Look at it.
I don't know if
Oh yes, look at it. Yeah, just don't hold your head too far forward, otherwise we see the gleam. There it is. There it is.
It's still growing.
In different paces, at different speeds.
That's just my hair, though. That's just my hair. So, Liam, sorry. What were you saying?
I was just going to say, I don't know if I should grow mine out again, because I tried that last year, and it was great.
But yours is long.
No, but longer. Like...
How long would you want it?
Well, I wouldn't want, like, I don't know.
Talking like Geralt of Rivia.
I wouldn't want it to be like Jared Leto hair or whatever, but, like, I don't know, a bit more longer, so...
Okay.
Like an e-boy.
Yeah.
Just where it's like down here, and you're like...
Yeah.
For people listening to the audio version of this, I just did an incredible reenactment of someone headbanging at a concert, I think. I don't know. I've never been to a concert that requires headbanging.
Have
BTS
you not?
don't do that.
I was going to say BTS.
No. Ew.
Never been to a concert where there's a mosh pit?
I've never been to a concert.
The closest I
Never
came
been
to
to a
that was
concert, Liam?
Oasis.
No,
The closest I came to that was Oasis, and I'll never do that again. That was fun.
I mean, if you want to technically count those like small, I guess, indie bands at the campsite when we used to go to Silverstone every year, that can technically count. But other than that, I haven't been to an actual concert. So,
Who, excluding BTS, in fact, excluding K-pop, who would you want to go see?
We the Kings.
Me?
We the Kings. Okay. I like a couple of their songs. Are they the ones who do the sad song?
Yeah. Me and Brianna are big fans of We the Kings, so yeah.
Yes, Brianna is in fact the one who got me onto them through that song, I think.
Good, Brianna. Brianna, if you're watching this, good.
Yes, Brianna loves to send us all videos and music, I think she was in that to you last night, wasn't she, Alex? She was sending you all kinds of like different videos and keeping you up, and she sent me, I think it was from D&D, and she just sent me one of those We the Kings videos, and that's how I got onto them.
Yeah, she just sends me a lot of Jimin dancing, and I'm like, thank you.
I bought him that.
Continue. Yeah, your own stupid fault.
I don't have my Jungkook. Again, imaginative.
Well, it's because Brie has it. But anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you trying to start fights.
So, moving on from how have we been doing, how have we all been dreaming? Speaking of Jim and
so we've moved on.
Why
we've
not?
Moved on.
Why not, eh? Feels like a good place to segue.
Well, now you mention it, Simon, I did have a very odd dream the other night. So my nan is 92 years old, and that's my Chinese. So you two...
You ordered a Chinese?
Yes, I did! I didn't think it'd be this quick!
What do you mean this quick? The podcast normally goes on for like an hour and a half. We're 15 minutes in.
Look at us, people. We're doing great.
So now, me and Liam are going to have to host this podcast whilst Alex munches on his Chinese.
Yeah. This is
how
we're just rotating the host order this episode, so
how unprofessional.
But yeah, he's back.
So you went and got is it downstairs?
Yeah.
Are you not going to get it because this podcast goes on for like an hour and a half? It's going to be cold.
Stick it in microwave.
Yeah, but it's not.
Oh, you can't stick a Chinese in the microwave.
Of course you can.
I mean, if you
do it all the time.
Wait, what? Like if you ordered something from like the kebab shop, like if you ordered a pizza, would you put it in the microwave?
No, I eat it cold.
Would you reheat a McDonald's?
Yeah.
In the microwave?
Yeah. What? Of course I would. It's a microwave. It's what it's there for.
But it makes the chips go all weird, because the potatoes don't microwave well once they've been heated.
Not if you don't put it in for long. If you just do a short burst, it's fine.
It's not fine.
It's not. Firstly, it's unprofessional of the host to have ordered a Chinese.
Anyway, Liam, what have you been dreaming about?
No,
you were talking about your nan.
Oh, yeah. I'm hungry, sorry. Right.
Food.
So,
it's fine. I thought he was going to tell us his dream first and then go and get his food. Liam, okay.
Wow.
What have you been dreaming about, Liam?
So, anyways, I mean, I haven't really had specific dreams that stood out for the entire week, but there was one that was, I guess, there was one that did stood out last night, actually. So I'm assuming when you were a kid, you had sports day in school.
Oh, I loved sports day.
I did too.
Yeah, it
And
was great. None of these participation awards. It was just literally the one team won, everyone else felt like losers.
yeah, like me being the F1 fan and I was always, embodying that like Ferrari glory, I guess, because I was always doing the sprint races and whatnot. I think the maximum we went up to was the 800 meters.
Right.
And yeah, my dream was weirdly going back there, but it was on a stormy day. Like, I don't know who would do that, but yeah, it was on a stormy day, and we were doing the 800 meters, and I was up against a few people that I don't recognize, but one of them was another person was my best friend from school. And so the race started, but I was frozen, and then I got hit by lightning. And
is this you as an adult, or are you still a kid in this scenario?
I was pretty much an adult, so
right.
It's weird because like you go back to school, but you're doing.
Yeah, were you competing against kids, or was it adults?
They were adults,
right?
But it was at the field at my old school. So
right,
and everyone because we used to have like an attendance, like in terms of like 1 year would sit at this end, 1 year would sit at that end, etc.
Yeah.
But sometimes the parents showed up. So
yeah. So for those who maybe don't know what a sports day is, in the UK, most primary schools, which is elementary school for those in the US, would have a day singled out where there'd be no classes, there'd be no schooling of any kind, and instead the whole school would take part in a set of sporting activities. Parents would be invited to show up, there'd be fundraising.
Look who's back.
And they'd be split into teams, and it wouldn't be determined by class. You could be on any team. And so, you'd all compete to win a prize at the end of it, and whichever team done the best won. So,
yeah.
Alex, how's the Chinese?
I'm sorry. Welcome back, everyone. I don't know if you went anywhere. I doubt you did. What were we talking about?
We were just about Liam's dream.
Yeah, I was going on my dream whilst you were getting your Chinese.
Please explain.
Basically, it was sports day. It was an adult version. It was an adult me with adult participants rather than.
So you weren't just like punching kids and shit?
Not so much, but hey ho.
We got hit by lightning.
Yeah, and that's not where it ended. I basically became the Flash. So.
Oh well, that you left that part out.
Well, I was going to go into it further. So.
Really. When people are hit by lightning, they don't gain supersonic speed. They just gain a nice toasted sort of overlay.
Yeah, and sports days don't have like a 20-odd-year-old me doing these events, but here we are.
There you go.
It's fair. It's very fair.
My dreams don't make any sense.
Whose does? My There was one standout dream this week for me, and I'm going to give you a bit of a warning, it's pretty dark. But I'm fairly confident that I'm starting to get premonitions.
Oh.
So, for example, last month, I dreamt that the Queen died. And it was the same day that Prince Philip went into hospital with his heart issue. And so I was thinking that's... because I've never dreamed of the Queen dying or a member of the royal family before. So that was a very, very strange thing. Then I can't remember which day of the week it was, I had a dream, and I was at my nan's house, and I think it's because I've been helping clear out my nan's place as we're trying to sell it. And her back garden is right next to a railway track. And as a kid, I used to love kind of just standing on her fence and just watching the trains go by, because there's a train that comes along every 10, 15 minutes. And so I was standing at the top window, and I watched as a train derailed. And
Oh,
yeah, it was very graphic. And then I watched as another train came along and hit it from the opposite direction. So I woke up and thought, wow, that was a weird dream. And that was the same day that there was a train crash in Egypt, that killed a lot of people. And I was like, okay, that's strange. Coincidence, hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to be paying a lot more attention to my dreams going forward.
sometimes dreams are like that though. Like they will, like, I don't know, be very, very eerie. Like when a certain event happens and you have acknowledgement about like a dream that you had. Like, for example, I actually remember having a dream one time where there was an F1 driver who died, and you saw it on camera, and that really freaked me out. And then not long after, we had a near-death experience with one of the F1 drivers who escaped a fiery incident, which happened like a few months ago.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, because at first I remember seeing that incident and my heart stopped because I was like, oh no.
So yeah, bringing the tone down.
Oh,
how's the food, Alex?
Yeah, Alex. How's the Chinese?
What did you order? Tell us what you're eating.
Okay. I'm having honey chili chicken, which is this. No.
Okay.
I've got spring rolls, which are these. No.
Okay.
I hate them.
And I've got egg white rice. I probably should have said that, but
yeah, maybe don't do the accent.
I didn't think until I said it.
8 episodes in, and yep, we're done.
I didn't mean that. I do apologize.
I think in America they call them egg rolls, don't they? Spring rolls.
But there's no fucking egg in them.
I don't know what's an egg roll then.
A roll with egg in it. Anyway,
I don't think it.
I don't know. So you're all interested in my dream, right?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you. So I went to I've got a nan who's 92, and she's one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. And every weekend I go and visit her and drop her shopping off. It's been a little bit more awkward during COVID and everything, but we've made it work. And I had a dream that at the age of 92, sorry, she's 91. She'll be 92 this year. At the age of 91, she starts smoking. And so she's like, get me a packet of fags, which is what we call cigarettes here in the UK.
Some people call it. Yeah.
Yeah, as well. That's what I've always called it. So let's get me some cigarettes. And I was like, okay, but you don't smoke. And she's like, I do smoke. And then she started to get like really kind of scary and all her teeth fell out. And I just remember being like, this is real intense for a Wednesday night, and just being like, why? That's my dream.
It sounds to me like your own brain is trying to give you an anti-smoking advert.
Possibly.
Like,
smoking
Alex,
killed my dream, Nan.
You made her teeth fall out.
Yeah.
Which, is terrible. You don't want to be losing your teeth at 91.
No, we call it Nana Nunu now.
What?
Nunu Nokums. I don't know why her gums fell out as well.
I was going to say, I didn't even think no gums.
No nerves.
Oh, okay.
No, but she doesn't smoke really. So that was my dream.
Great. We've all had very strange and very different dreams this week then.
Yeah.
100%.
I think mine was the only uplifting one, and I got hit by lightning.
Yeah, but you became Barry Allen,
But being hit by lightning is not a pleasant experience.
Just Barry Allium.
Or Wally West. Oh,
Well, yeah, Wally West, Kid Flash, yeah. Yeah.
You were granted speed.
but I was hit by lightning.
I know a lot of people who feel like they've been hit by lightning after taking speed, so it's kind of the other way around.
Well, speaking of...
please, let me. What have we been watching?
Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Yeah, go, Alex, go for it.
So, we'll try and avoid spoiler territory as much as possible, but I think me and Liam have to talk about RWBY.
Yeah.
We had the Volume 8 finale with the final word, and it was emotional. I didn't actually break until the credits when the song started playing. That's when I actually broke. But it was truly emotional. And I don't know how you felt, Liam, watching it, but yeah.
I was heartbroken. There was
it was a roller coaster.
There was one moment that I got really, really teary eyed over, and I didn't break until after processing everything, because I went into thoughts regarding where Volume 9 is going to go with the direction they went with, and how I'm not sure if this is considered spoilers, but how PTSD is going to be presented, basically, because there were certain decisions that were made that is going to affect certain characters.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, that finale was pretty rough. I think you saw it, but I did share a meme.
Yeah, you piece of shit. That was awful. Simon, what about you? What have you been watching this week?
Well, I was going to actually ask you all about RWBY, because whilst we're on the subject, I mean, I have seen RWBY up to Volume 5, so I'm not completely up to date, but I do know, I've seen the spoilers, because, people post all that stuff, and I'm not that bothered about, spoilers for that show from the get-go. But how would you say you were happy with how the volume went, how it ended?
Oh yeah,
personally, yes.
I mean, I got livid because I thought, okay, so this is going to happen, and then the way it ended, I'm like, you pieces of shit, you're gonna have us wait this long to get my answers, basically. But overall, I feel like Volume 8 is probably my second favorite volume of entire RWBY, behind Volume 3.
Yeah, it was terrific. They really upped their game, and the finale, while was painful, I think sometimes finales have to be painful, and I think it's going to inspire a new creative writing process moving forward as well.
Have they said how many volumes there's going to be, or is it just it's going to keep going for as long as...
I mean, I think that I'm not sure if they said this, but I'm pretty sure that I recall one of the writers saying that 10 volumes had been inspired so far, and we'll see where it goes from here. But
I could see them maybe going to 12.
Yeah, same.
Because it seems to be the big thing that they've got going at the moment. I don't know if Genlock's even going to get a second season at this point.
Oh, it is. But
yeah.
HBO are having it first, and then I think it's 90 days after it's going on Rooster Teeth, which is ridiculous, but I think that's the deal. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what a network does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what have I been watching? I've been watching a few things. I started watching The Expanse.
I've heard about that.
It's I don't think either of you watch it.
What's that about?
No.
So it's an Amazon show. It's a sci-fi. I mean, I'm only 6 episodes in, so I don't know the full plot just yet, and obviously I'm not going to spoil it. So this is non-spoilers, but it's set in the future where humanity has settled on Mars and in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. And so you've got these 3 different colonies that don't operate on the same terms. So Mars is independent and has like a big military. The people in the asteroid belt are called belters, and they mine for minerals and whatnot. And the people on Earth are governed by the UN. And so it's like there's 3 different sides, 3 different loyalties, and it's basically a show giving you characters from different sides, and kind of it throws you into this mystery. And so far it's been really, really good. I've really enjoyed it. The characters are all very diverse in terms of like personality. And it's kind of one of those shows that it doesn't waste any time. It just throws you right into it. And I love sci-fi stuff. It's kind of like, I don't want to say it's kind of like Firefly, because it's not really, but it's got a similar kind of vibe to it.
I think I heard that though. Like, people have been wanting me to watch that, and they, like, when I was doing Firefly, people were like, if you like this, you're gonna like The Expanse. So
yeah, it's definitely got that kind of a vibe to it, and I've been really enjoying it, to be fair. But like I say, I've still got a long way to go. I think there's so far 5 seasons of it. But yeah, other than that, I've not watched anything new. I'm just carrying on with the shows that I've been watching, and catching up on shows that I'm still behind on. But I think one show that we've all seen is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Have we all seen episode 2?
Yes.
So should we say spoilers?
Big improvement.
Spoilers
Spoilers for episode 2.
TS, as Alex said.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, go to tough shit in the comments. But,
yes.
Yeah, episode 2 I thoroughly enjoyed, much more than episode 1. Episode 1, I found that the arc, now when I came to think of it after the arc with Sam and I wasn't that invested in the loan and I understand what it was trying to do, but I think it did it much better this time around in episode 2, sort of showing institutional racism. And also it gave us action, it gave us comedy, it gave us the thing that we wanted the most in episode 1, Sam and Bucky together for nearly the whole episode. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really loved, like, you already get an idea of Sam and Bucky's relationship with the films that they've been involved with, and the good thing is with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you get to see that expanded a lot more. But yeah, touching on what Alex said, yeah, the racism hit pretty hard, and I feel like it gives you this understanding that Sam, there's an extra layer to why Sam gave up the shield, because of the fact that he might be questioning to himself, can America accept a black Captain America? And it's really heartbreaking when you go into Isaiah, I think he was called, and because he had the super soldier serum, but he was not rewarded for his efforts, and instead he was tortured, and it was really heartbreaking seeing that distress.
Someone gave me a bit of extra background on the origins of Isaiah, because he's clearly not going to be like a main character in the show, but his character in the comic books is actually the next Captain America after Steve Rogers disappeared in the 40s. So that's what they're kind of playing on, is that although he wasn't officially called Captain America in this, that's where he got his backstory from. And it's kind of, it's like you said, the fact that they are trying to use the show to hit on real life subjects like racism, and I said this in my reaction, is the fact that it was so horrifying because it's happening. That scene with the police officer, we've seen that happen in real life with mobile phone videos, and it was only the fact that he recognized Sam that things diffused. And it's just such a shitty situation, that the UK's no better off. Our racism and our sort of homophobia and transphobia is just better disguised, I think.
Yeah.
It's absolutely still there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's interesting how that show is being used to tackle those issues. And like Liam said, it could well be that Sam's feeling that potential of could America accept a black Captain America. I think hopefully by the end of it, it's the opposite and he becomes Captain America because he wants people to accept, that there is a racism issue and that he wants people to accept him for being Captain America. I think most of it, though, is because he just doesn't feel worthy enough.
That's it. But then there was that moment with Bucky, like if he might have been wrong about me. That was really heartbreaking. And then followed up one on what was rule number 2, don't hurt people, and that was really devastating as well. So
yeah, I did also, actually. Yeah,
but go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to comment about John Walker. He needs a punch in the face because I was starting to like him, like especially with the beginning, and then he said, "Stay out my way," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm back to wanting to punch him in the face."
Yeah,
exactly. Me too, Liam. Exactly, me too.
Yeah, they tried to humanize him in the first opening scene, and I actually really like that scene where it's like, you see him struggling with the pressure, and then you learn a bit about his, earning medals, and you see that he has got the physical ability to it. Yeah, sure, he's not super serum soldier, but
no.
You think, okay, well maybe he has earned the chance, and then he just goes and becomes a complete douchebag.
Yeah. I just love how Bucky was just not on board at any point. He was like, "Yeah, stop the car, please."
Yeah.
He was like ready to just out of that one.
Yeah,
that's it. It was I have to admit, there was one thing for me that made me cringe a little bit in that episode, and that was the CGI fight on top of the lorries. Ooh, some of those scenes. I was going, that's a green screen. You can, I mean, obviously it's going to be, but very often in Marvel, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
And for the most part, they did a great job. It was just when they were stood on top of the, I think it was when Falcon was up there actually with his wings out and everything, and you just stood, and it was just, whether it was because the wings were sort of bringing like a mirror effect to the green screen behind it or whatever, but it just looked.
Yeah.
You could just tell, and I was a bit like, "Ugh, that's a bit." Someone could have probably fixed that in post.
Yeah.
But there's only so much technology can do, even now.
There's only so much budget even Marvel has because they've got a lot going on, And to be fair, they're probably throwing their special effects budget behind the Loki series. I mean, they probably spent a whole shitload of money on WandaVision for the effects there. Because, I mean, have you both seen the behind the scenes of WandaVision?
Yeah.
I mean, they did stuff that I didn't even realize. Like I didn't realize Paul Bettany was CGI'd to the degree that he was. When he was in his Vision makeup, and there was a lot of green screen stuff. Put in there. So I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier is there to give Sam and Bucky some character development, but also to be a bit of a placeholder where Marvel doesn't have to spend too much money or too much effort and still produce something that is entertaining and gets us
definitely
to the next show.
Definitely. I definitely agree. I think they definitely have saved more money for Loki. But with Loki's, because it's Loki, it's going to be ambitious. But I will say that it was only that one scene. The rest of it, once again, absolutely flawless. But it was just when they were stood on top, I was like, just seeing things in the background moving. I was like, there's just something not real about that. And it's not that they can't do it, because when Ultron and Captain Marvel, that was a strange fight. Ultron and Captain America were fighting on top of that van in Age of Ultron. That looked pretty real, and that was against a CGI robot. So I think it just needed a little bit more tweaking and a little bit more. There was just something that I went, wasn't a big thing, wasn't a massive thing, but it was just something I noticed.
Yeah. And I'm trying to bring up my notes to remember what her name was. The girl who plays Carly. I think they're trying to put her in the position of leader of the Flag Smashers.
Yeah.
She also, I found this a very interesting thing, is that she played Enfys Nest in Solo.
Oh.
So she played a similar character there.
She did. You're correct. Yeah, I knew I recognized her from somewhere, but I really wasn't sure where it was.
Yeah, so she played the leader of another set of marauders. I think that's what the Flag Smashers really are. I think they're taking stuff from the rich and giving to the poor, and that's a similar role that she had.
I agree, and I think that they're probably going to align with Bucky in the end to take on Zemo. If I'm honest, I think Zemo will be the big bad of this season. I might be wrong, but yeah, I get the feeling that it's not all as it seems right now.
Yeah,
because if we're go on,
go ahead.
I was going to say because if we remember in Civil War, he shot all the super soldiers dead.
Yeah.
He did, but what if there's more serum out there?
No, I agree that. But what I'm saying is Zemo's MO isn't super soldiers. It's quite the opposite.
No, but he knows everything. So because that was one of the themes of Civil War is the fact that he had access to all of Hydra's records.
Oh yeah.
So I think that potentially he might be able to get some of the super serum and he might give it to the new Captain America, and that might turn the new Captain America bad.
Possible. Oh, that's a good point.
You know,
I was also like theorizing about the fact that Zemo will align with the Flag Smashers because of the fact that their motive is to restore the world to what it was, or bring elements to the world of what happened during the blip. And one of the big things about the blip was, of course, the fact that half the Avengers were gone, and Zemo. He feels wronged by the Avengers after what happened to him. So I feel like with the times changing, with Iron Man dead, with this new Captain America, Peter's on the run. I feel like he is going to take that to an opportunistic stride and align with the Flag Smashers because of the fact that the world it barely had any heroes during the blip, and if they're bringing elements to post-blip world from the blip, then I feel like that's what Zemo will do. Like he will align with the Flag Smashers to kind of, I guess, help each other out in a sense.
I mean, you think about it, his objective of breaking the Avengers up, really, it's been not in the way that he wanted, but the Avengers aren't there anymore. Iron Man and Steve Rogers are gone.
Yeah,
you've got Falcon and Bucky as well. So,
but the thing is that they weren't involved in Sokovia.
No,
and the Avengers are gone.
Yeah, Wanda's at that point sort of gone off and gone crazy.
The Avengers isn't a thing, so the symbol of that is no longer there.
Yeah,
that's true.
Which is what I really think is going to lead into maybe the young Avengers, but we'll see.
Or the new
Avengers. I was thinking about that when they brought in Speed and Wiccan, but I'm not sure with Speed and Wiccan not being there right now, and maybe that's further down the line, but you'd think at some point they'd have to do something like that.
I think
the comics, this is a bit of a spoiler for the comics, but Speed and Wiccan, so if you don't want to know, tough shit's down in the bottom, and just go to the next subject, okay? But Speed and Wiccan in the comics are basically what happens to them is Wanda creates them as twins in this fantasy life. They die, and then they are reincarnated into different families. And I don't quite know how it works, whether they grow up super quick like they did in the Westworld, but whatever. But eventually they go, they find each other, and then they go and find Wanda. And, Wiccan would be a massive deal for the MCU right now. Like the first openly gay superhero, like that would be insane.
Yeah.
So it would be pretty cool to see.
Do we trust them with it, though, is the question.
I trust Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
I do. This ain't no Star Wars. Sorry.
No, you're right. You're absolutely true. Disney bows down to the demands of, what makes them money. And in that case, it was absolutely, they didn't want to upset the Chinese market. Hence why Finn was small, very, very small on the poster. And they never, engaged in the chemistry between him and it says a lot when I can't remember the name of a Star Wars character.
Which one? What do they do?
The one who, you know, everyone wants him to be in love with.
Oh, Poe.
Poe. Yeah, Poe.
Poe.
Yeah.
He's in love with a Teletubby.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then removing the lesbian kiss as well from the end of, even though that was a very token gesture.
It was a token gesture, but I don't think they removed it in China. I think the Chinese audience actually saw that.
I'm pretty sure they removed it.
Double check that.
Let's have a look, because
I read that it wasn't actually removed and the Chinese
Wars.
audiences saw it. They have to remove it because of Chinese legislation anyway. China doesn't allow
the initial release, sort of before their censors were able to get to it, was left in. After, I think they said after a couple of weeks. So there was an audience that enjoyed a night's preview. So the day before, like the early viewings, they had it left in, but once it got released theatrically, it was taken out. Yeah. So, yeah. But, you know, again, it was a token gesture, so it didn't really. It wasn't a big whole, hey, look at this for diversity and all that moment. It was
no.
You know, it's freed you breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
So
yeah, China's going to have to really sort of get on board, especially because I know we're going off into a little bit of a different topic here, but there was a legislator of the government asking people what they wanted to see introduced in law, and I think the biggest one by a massive margin was same-sex marriage. So it's obviously a big push there for the youth, and it is the youth of China. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are going to be elderly people in the country as well who are fighting for it, but the youth is changing the world right now. I mean, look at Greta Thunberg, look at, you know, all these activists who are standing up for the planet, and it needs to be done because otherwise we're fucked.
Yeah. And Asia's got a really emerging and popular LGBTQ community because, I mean, look at the amount of, you know, like fan fiction that comes from that area, the amount of BL shows that come from that area. You know,
I mean, the BL shows themselves are becoming massively popular. The Together BL is getting even popular in China. And obviously China's got a lot of censors, so people are watching it illegally. But in fact, I'm not even sure they are. I'm not even sure it hasn't been allowed on China's airwaves, you know, but because it is so popular.
Yeah.
Now, China used to do BL, and BL, by the way, stands for Boys Love. It's basically gay drama. And Thailand and the Philippines and Korea are all coming out with new gay dramas. Korea's slowly sort of opening up. Thailand's like the leading forefront of it all. I watch them all, so I'm trash for it. I love it. It's ace. Some of the plots are awful, and some of the plots are just tear-jerking and beautiful. And they've stopped doing the sad endings, which is lovely. You actually get happy endings now, because it used to be they either died in each other's embrace or they would never see each other again or something. But now it's like, no, they get married and shit. It's pretty cool. And there is so... I think in the next 10 years, we're going to see Asia open up a lot more to the LGBT community, and I think China's included in that. I think it'll just take time. I think our biggest issue right now is, and I know we're not getting into politics and stuff, but I think the really big issues right now are like Russia, Poland, you know,
Eastern Europe,
culture, where, you know, where it's seen as a mental disorder and as a disease, when in reality it's just genetics.
Yeah,
and
it's no different than preferring a redhead.
No, and I think in a recent survey, who would? But in a recent survey, hey Liam, in a recent survey, 5.4% of Americans actually identified as LGBT, which doesn't sound a lot in the grand scheme of things, but you think of that in numbers, what, over 400 million?
It's 20 million
in America. 20 million at least. It's a lot of people. So, you know, the world's changing, and people are like, well, it's going up because the frogs are making our kids gay or some shit. I don't know, but the truth is that people are more confident to come out these days.
Oh yeah,
and people are more accepting, and that's a beautiful thing. And we're quite lucky to live in a country where, all right, it's not perfect, and like Simon says, it's definitely got its homophobic issues. It's got a lot of issues, but I can go into work and talk about my boyfriend, tell everyone what a prick he is, and
What a prick he
you
has.
know,
Yes, we've gotten to that point in the podcast where I've made a sex joke.
so uncomfortable right now. He knows I hate you when you make sex jokes. I don't like it. Stop it. It's not to. No.
Anywho.
Yeah, Liam, you're hosting now. Quick.
Yes. We need to talk about one certain thing that we were all dying over last night, because people need to know of the legend that is Rob Wendy.
Rob Wendy.
His twin brother, Wob Wendy.
His brother with a lisp. People must have been so confused last night. Just looking at any of our Twitter accounts and seeing us fall apart and just tweeting about Rob Wendy. I can't imagine what it must have been like to have been on the outside of that and thinking, what is wrong with these people?
The fuck is Rob Wendy?
Yeah. But to be fair, some people liked it and some people tried to get involved even without prior knowledge.
Yeah, and it all came from a game of Quiplash? Or was
no,
it before
that?
No,
it
was Fibbage.
Fibbage.
Because it was about, there was to put some kind of background to this, there was like a prompt about Wendy's, and someone, I think it was someone...
It was me. The question was, and so this is a game where you had to make a lie up to try and trick people into thinking that your answer is correct. And the question was, in 2005, a man was arrested for robbing a Wendy's. Surprisingly, his name was. And some people put in, a Wendell was one of them, because I got fooled by that one. I don't remember what everyone else necessarily put.
I put Wendy.
And the actual answer was Ronald McDonald. But my answer was Rob Wendy because I thought it's kind of funny, and we just took it and just we just ran with it.
Yeah. I wrote in one of my answers on a different question, deaf llama instead of dead llama, and suddenly Rob Wendy had a deaf llama.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just began to spiral.
That succeeded after that fucking pigeon. Which
I was convinced I'd spelt pigeon wrong.
Yeah.
And then I got there and everyone was like, no, that's the right way to spell pigeon. I was like, oh my God, I thought there was a D.
Pigeon had a D in it.
Yeah, so. I thought it did as well, so.
So did I. I was sat there going, pigeon's got a D in it. What are you all on about? I've got that wrong. And I Googled it. I was like, no, it doesn't. I'm an idiot.
I think we were all just in a very kind of a very strange place mentally, and we all had the giggles. And this Rob Wendy just became the funniest thing that we have ever heard of.
Yeah.
It was.
It's so
chaos.
Stupid. It's so stupid, but it's so amazing at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
We'll have to do that one day for the podcast. When all 6 of us are on, we'll just have to play a game of, Jackbox for the podcast, just to show people. I mean, we might have to tame it down a little bit because our Quiplash games get quite offensive.
Or they get kind of like last. Yeah, there was something that came up.
No, everything was fine. We are very, we're very good people, and we never say anything wrong
or horrific.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, Rob Wendy.
Rob Wendy.
By him.
Rob Wendy. Just in case anyone was wondering.
And Wob Wendy is because there's a little bit of a context there, because I said Wob Wendy, and sometimes, like in general, my R's and W's, they get kind of confused. It's a part of me. So the fact that you have Rob Wendy and that created Wob Wendy in my experience, and we rolled with that. And in canon, he's his evil twin.
Yeah, that's it. Although, is Rob Wendy a good guy anyway? That's the real question.
Who killed the pigeon, and that's how
Who
the
knows?
Death Llama came into effect. See?
Yes. So, I think it's probably time for Hottie of the Week.
No. Before we do that, I wanna do the little game that we've got going on.
Oh, you want to do it before? Okay, I
shit.
thought we were going to end on that, but okay.
I just thought we always ended on Hottie of the Week because that's kind of like the fun,
I don't watch this
uplifting
podcast.
thing. You don't watch the podcast that you were involved in?
I don't watch my own episodes. God, no.
Wow.
I barely remember what happens in them.
Is this the same person who ditched our dream talk for his choice?
Yeah. Shows how much you care.
That's like a Sean Connery bit.
Sam, yes.
Anyway, what are you on about?
So, I thought, I was thinking before we started the podcast, how can we make this interesting? Because it's three of us with Brits. And
Free bits?
We're three bits of a bigger whole.
Bits.
You know? And, I was thinking, what can we do to, make things a little bit fun? And I thought, how about we do a little US-themed quiz, and then when the US guys come on, they do a UK-themed quiz. Now, the idea that I had for us was that we, between us, and the thing is that I know these, so I might sit out and just let you two do it. How many US states can you name?
Oh, Simon's here. He knows them all.
Oh, no.
So I was thinking that I could get you both. I've got in front of me a map of the United States of America, and you've got 10 minutes to try and guess as many of the states as you can. There are 50 states.
Liam's Googling it.
No.
Yes, no Google, no cheating. I just thought it'd be interesting to see how you get on.
So what are we going to do? Like go in one in
No,
one
you just shout.
person's-
You just shout out when you just shout out. I'll enter them in. I'll enter them into the quiz, and we'll see how you do in 10 minutes.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, no.
I mean,
I'll
I
give you
think
some
so.
hints. I'll give you some hints if you start to struggle. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
California,
Okay.
Texas.
Okay.
Ohio,
Yep.
Massachusetts,
Oklahoma.
Hold on. I probably spelled that wrong. I have Oklahoma. Yep.
North
Michigan.
Carolina and South Carolina.
Hold on. Michigan. North Carolina.
North Dakota, should I say, and South Dakota.
Well, I mean, you were right anyway.
both is good. We'll
Both
do
is
all of
good.
those. New Hampshire.
Hold on.
No, you want to do this to
Dakota.
shout them out.
This is
South Dakota. What was did you say, Alex?
New Hampshire,
New Hampshire,
Delaware.
Delaware. You got 12 so far?
So far. New York.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida, yeah.
We have, like,
Alaska.
Yeah.
yeah, that was the one I was thinking.
No,
of.
sorry. Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nevada.
Yeah.
There's one that's just left my head, so
You got 18 out of 50.
we're just gonna be offending so many Americans.
That's the point.
What was that one I was so certain of? But
One is
Liam, I'm
also-
literally waiting for you.
No, you can answer any time.
You can. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's not-
Chicago.
Yeah, it's not a one at a time
That's
thing.
the one I was thinking of.
Oh, for
Damn it.
No,
Uh,
Chicago isn't.
Chicago isn't.
No, Chicago is.
Sorry.
Chicago, I think, is the capital.
Illinois.
Yes.
Illinois. That's the one.
Oh, right, got you. Sorry, Tennessee. Because you're the only 10 I see.
Yep. It's 20 out of 50. 7.5 minutes to go.
7.5 minutes to go, Liam. Oh my god. Trying to think now. New England, is that one? I'm trying to think because
No,
is that
New
part
England
of New
is
Hampshire?
the area.
Yeah.
We've done Delaware.
We have.
You have.
The Dakotas.
Baltimore? That's not a state.
No,
Is it?
but that's Maryland.
No, that's the state.
Nice, Liam. Nice, Liam. Memphis? Or is that a city as well?
That's the city. You've already got the state. That's Tennessee.
Oh, right. That's Tennessee, yeah.
New Orleans.
Nope, that's city.
Yeah, okay.
Can you think of the state that's in? There's one.
Probably can. I probably can.
Think about the song we were singing earlier, Alex.
Oh.
Yeah, no idea. I don't remember it. Bullshit. I don't remember fucking
Take
anything.
me home.
Mrs.
West Virginia.
West Virginia, Mississippi. It's because he goes, man.
There's another one in
There's
there.
going to be so many that I know
I
and
know.
that I can't think of right now.
This
is why
It's
it's
pissing
great.
me off.
You can get
New Mexico?
one. Yeah.
Huh?
I'm just trying to map it all out in my head.
Yeah, I am. I'm
You
doing.
can get
that
one
right
from the
now.
one that you answered before.
Colorado? We've had
That's
Colorado.
one, yeah.
We not had Colorado? Huh.
Yeah.
Um,
24.
24.
About halfway
We wouldn't
there.
pass the US citizen state. Liam. We've had Nevada, Arizona.
You've
We
already
had
had that?
Arizona?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we.
Nevada, Texas. That's the only sort of areas I really think about.
Oh.
I know so many, and they've all left my mind.
Yeah,
It's
same.
Fucking top right hand side. I'm
I
trying to
hate
think
this.
of. Oh my god! I tracked the US election for Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah.
Georgia, that's the one.
Thank fuck for that.
It's halfway. You got 5
Michigan?
minutes.
We've
Michigan,
done
yeah.
Michigan though.
Yeah, oh, yeah, you
We've
went to Michigan,
yeah,
sorry.
we've done that one. Yeah, sorry.
Not Detroit.
No, that's in Michigan.
That's
Yeah.
in Michigan.
I thought it was the other way around. Okay.
You got 5 minutes.
Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's another one in there as well, in that last answer. You think about how it's spelt?
Arkansas.
It should be pronounced. If you were to look at the word and another state that it's similar to, you'd think it should be pronounced differently. It shouldn't be Arkansas.
Okay, that's just confusing me.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you spell Arkansas?
A-R-K-I... Oh, I don't know. I've not really put that much thought into it. Let me think of other ones.
Okay.
I'll work it out.
Yeah, don't do this to us.
Oh, good lord. I really don't. I really am.
I'm
My
blanking.
brain's
I am
gone.
blanking. Halfway.
Oh shit. Oh no, Vegas is in
Nevada.
Nevada, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is difficult.
We've had New Hampshire.
But I know them.
One shares its name with the capital.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Washington D.C. Well, just
Yes!
Washington.
Yeah.
Why did we not get that one?
I know.
Good lord. Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I always forget that one because it's not really technically on their land. We've done Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Dakotas. The,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just trying to replay what I've said.
We've done North Carolina and South Carolina, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've done that.
North Dakota, South Dakota, Georgia, Florida, Washington. I'm just going through red, blue characters now.
Free.
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, that's what I was doing with the Dakotas.
My mind's blanking. And there'll be some that's flashing in and I think I've said and I haven't.
Yeah,
And that'll be even more annoying. Got Mississippi.
No, you haven't.
Wait,
Yeah.
we didn't.
No.
Swear to God, I said Mississippi
I was
before.
gonna say, I'm sure Alex has said that.
Sure, I said that, but never mind. Mississippi. How many left? How many have got left?
You've got 21 states left.
So there's got to be some ones that we haven't
2
thought of that
minutes.
are so obvious and that we're just blanking on. Stop singing. Doesn't help. You're not helping. Whatever you're doing, it's not helping.
Oh,
It's annoying me.
Pennsylvania.
No.
Pennsylvania?
Liam, yeah. Pennsylvania's a good one.
Okay.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Mm,
Come on, let's go Bible Belt. Kentucky. We said Ohio. We said Oklahoma.
Yep, you have. Yep.
Michigan's already been brought up.
Yep.
Yeah, Michigan's been up a few times.
You got 90 seconds.
Oh, no fucking knows.
Oh, Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
God, why is my brain gone to mush? I can't wait to hear the ones we didn't get.
Yeah. and I can't wait to be kicking myself in the teeth.
Yeah,
You're missing
I know,
18.
right? That's not bad.
We're past halfway territory.
Mhm.
I can't think, Liam. My brain's gone.
You got 1 minute.
Nope.
Kentucky, Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Texas. Pennsylvania, Ohio. Oh, this is kicking my ass. New Mexico, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I was thinking that though.
We had such a strong start. Detroit, we've got Detroit, yeah.
It's in Michigan.
Yeah.
It's in
15
Michigan, yeah.
seconds.
Idaho.
Idaho, yeah.
Nice, Liam. Illinois.
5
had that one.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah.
5
3,
seconds with
2.
Memphis.
That's in Tennessee.
Damn it.
Okay. So do you want to know the ones that you missed?
Please.
Yes, please.
Okay. So I will go from left to right.
We got Colorado, didn't we, Liam?
You did. You got
Oh,
Colorado.
thank fuck for that.
So on the West Coast, you missed out Oregon,
Oregon, okay.
Utah,
Oh,
Shit.
High School Musical 3. Or 2.
Wyoming,
Yeah.
Wyoming.
Montana,
Hannah.
Anna.
Mhm.
Hey.
Kansas, which is
Oh,
what,
shit. There's no place like
was it
home.
Was it a? Oh.
that's why I was trying to go for Arkansas because it's spelled A-R Kansas. That's how it's
I
spelled.
hate this.
I would never have got that, so.
No.
Nebraska,
Mm.
Minnesota,
Oh, shit.
Iowa.
Iowa.
I'm sure one of us said Iowa, but go on.
No,
I never
Ohio
said it,
and
so-
Idaho. Missouri,
Missouri, yeah.
Yeah. Louisiana, which is where New Orleans is.
That's why I want. Okay.
Yeah, Wisconsin,
Oh, shit. Wisconsin.
Indiana,
Indiana.
Virginia. Which,
Shit.
you know, I was
Wait,
trying
West
to.
Virginia.
You got
Wait,
West
West
Virginia,
Virginia.
but I was trying to get you to. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
New Jersey.
Oh, but yeah, that's right. I didn't realize New Jersey was its own state, though.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
some reason,
Yeah.
I thought
same.
it was.
Rhode Island.
Is Rhode Island a state?
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy fuck. I did not know that either.
Vermont.
Vermont.
And Maine.
Maine.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
No, I think we did quite well.
You did pretty good. You got 32, I think, out of.
Say I've only been to America once when I was 5.
33.
I'll take that. 33.
33 out of 50. So
Job, it's
I'll
not like
take
that
that.
Friends episode where I think was it Joey had to name all the states
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
and
right.
he couldn't eat until then.
yes, I've got an interesting one for the US version of the podcast, which is where they have to guess the British slang to certain
Oh,
American words.
good luck.
Oh, I was hoping it would be guess the British counties. That would have been fucking
I was
funny.
thinking about that, but then I was thinking that
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they got above 5.
Oh,
Because
wow.
British counties are...
We're very small in a sense.
I'd be surprised if I got above 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Eh,
British counties are not exactly well advertised, especially even within the UK.
No,
that's
true.
it.
True,
That's
true.
it.
So I was thinking, slang would be a fun one because I'd love to see some of the things they came up with.
Yeah, me too.
Oh boy.
So
And someone
yeah,
sends
but-
me the clip because I don't watch this podcast.
'Cause, what do you like, eh? But no, you did
So-
really well.
Yeah. Are we
Yeah,
moving on to
okay.
Hottie of the Week now?
Do you want to move on, Mr. Host?
You saw, Mr. Host.
Who is the host anymore?
No one knows.
The audience is the host now.
Yes.
So
They want us to wrap this up.
So we've got to vote on last week's Hottie of the Week. I don't because I was on it, but you two need to give your votes for what you would like to see win Hottie of the Week. So your choices were the Russian wheel down the hill, which was Bree's nomination. Yum Catterson, which was
Yeah,
my
I vote for that
nomination.
Oh no!
And then Lauren's nomination, which was the Indian granny sharpshooter.
No, I want Yum Catterson.
Okay, Alex is going for Yum Catterson. Yum, what would you like to vote for?
I want to vote to throw myself out the window.
You're voting to leave.
Yeah. Oh no, not again.
See, part of me is like, because it's so iconic, it's been something that's kind of been like, I don't know, iconic in this past week. Part of me is wanting to go with Yum.
You want
I do, but the stop. There is also a part of me that's, just so perplexed by the Russian hamster ball, as I call it. But I think, with how impactful it's been and whatnot, and I'm gonna go with Yum.
Great.
Okay.
So does that mean Yum
So
wins?
Yum wins, yeah. So
Nice.
You are a glutton for self for punishment. So yes, but moving on to this week's Hottie of the Week. Who wants to go first with their
I'll go first.
nomination? Okay, what have you brought for us?
Mine is the Hottie of the Week. However, I have targeted a few people in my Hottie of the Week, and I will explain that. My Hottie of the Week contains 25.36 million people.
Oh,
As I am bringing Hottie of the Week to the entire population of Australia. And here's why. Because this video shows the new pandemic going around in Australia, and let's just say it makes COVID look not very nice. I sent this video to Anthony a few weeks ago because he doesn't like these creatures. And
Oh, you're so
this is
cool.
currently happening in Australia. So for the people of Australia, I nominate them as my Hottie of the Week.
Okay, so we'll watch the video.
Oh, damn.
Witness.
So
Rats.
they are not leaves. I thought they were leaves blowing in the wind at first.
They are rats.
Are
Oh, it gets worse. Wait for it.
they flying as well, or is that?
No, I don't think rats fly. That's a really weird sentence. No, they're just jumping. Look at
Oh
them.
my god. Oh. I mean, I don't have a problem with mice and rats, but
I think it's fucking cool.
that's got to be someone's worst nightmare, surely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine they're spiders, and then that's my worst nightmare.
Yeah, around mine. I'd shoot myself. Bit dark, but true.
Yeah.
I I mean, just look at how many there are.
That is horrendous.
But you just need a flamethrower.
A flamethrower?
Yeah,
Flamethrower.
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 Like what?
I mean, I don't know what this guy was recording with. I think, perhaps a camera from the 1980s, but yeah.
Ah.
Rats.
Ew.
Don't like them.
And you can tell that Australia's going down under because rats always leave a sinking ship. Oh, get it?
How long did you have that one saved?
Yeah.
About 3 seconds. I'm that quick.
No comment.
I was thinking the same thing, Simon.
I assure you. Well, I don't need to know. I don't need to justify myself. I don't need to justify myself to anyone.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Liam, do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next?
Yeah, I can go next. So this one is a bit more of a sensitive one, which entailed a New England Patriots member, American football. So yeah, and this person, Justin Heron, I think he was called. Yeah, he was
Heron,
honored.
yeah.
Heron, yeah. He was honored a hero.
As he froze? He has froze just as he was delivering his HOTI of the week.
I say we wait till he unfreezes and just pretend that we know what he's talking about.
That's if he does unfreeze. What if he doesn't? And then it's just me
here alone in the void.
Yeah. He's left us to our own devices. Liam's the only adult supervision here.
Yeah. You have to unfreeze now.
He's giving us a really judgmental look as well.
I know he is. Liam, what's your high of the week?
Welcome back, Liam.
Yeah, we had technical issues. We should have that sign prepared, but oh well. So
you're also blurry.
You're a little bit. Yeah.
I think it's because
the focus out.
Yeah, it's because Logitech. I'm not like I haven't adjusted it, so
just do this. It goes into focus. That's what I do. It works. It can work if you just zoom in and zoom out.
So I'll just roll back and forward.
Yeah, there you go. Just,
I don't know. The pain in the
So Liam, what's your high of the week?
So yeah, my hottie of the week is a very, very serious one, which involved the New England Patriots star American football, and Justin Heron, I think. Can never. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he was awarded by the police after he stopped an assault that was happening on a woman. There was an old man who was sexually assaulting this woman, and at first he yelled at the person to stop attacking her, and when words didn't do anything, he had to force the man from him, and he was Justin was also with someone else who commended or complimented, should I say, what he did. And because Justin stopped this assault from happening, he got awarded by the police for his efforts. So yeah, that's my hottie of the week.
Oh.
Very cool.
Very, very commendable.
Yes.
So okay, well, we'll jump onto mine. And mine is another kind of feel good, I normally try and go for like the funny ones for Hottie of the Week, but this week I saw one that I felt was like really uplifting and quite wholesome. And so my Hottie of the Week this week is about Ryan Lowry, who is a young man who has autism. And he has been struggling recently, as many people have, with being out of work. And so he, not really knowing, I guess, where to turn to or how to express himself, he wrote out a letter to a potential future employer. And he's from Leesburg, Virginia, over in the US. And he put this up on LinkedIn. And I'll read it for you. So it says, "Dear future employer, my name is Ryan Lowry. I'm 19 years old, live in Leesburg, Virginia, and I have autism. I also have a unique sense of humor and I'm gifted at math, really good with technology, and a really quick learner. I am interested in a job in animation or in IT. I realize that someone like you will have to take a chance on me. I don't learn like typical people do. I would need a mentor to teach me, but I learned quickly. Once you explain it, I get it. I promise that if you hire me and teach me, you'll be glad that you did. I will show up every day, do what you tell me to do, and work really hard. Please let me know if you would like to talk about this with me. Thank you, sincerely, Ryan Lowry." And this garnered a lot of attention. It got over 180,000 likes, over 6 million views, and he's now been given, well, a whole bunch of job offers, including from Amazon and Microsoft. And I just felt like it was a really kind of, heartwarming and uplifting story because, I can't speak from experience, but Liam, I'm sure that you have your own experiences with autism and how it can, affect people's perception of you.
Yeah. All the time. Like, it's so difficult to explain though. Like, I feel like there are people who aren't on the spectrum and those who are on the spectrum. It feels like a completely different world, if that makes sense. Like, it's so difficult to imagine like how people like you or people like Alex process in terms of the mind, because it's such a completely surreal experience. So
yeah. So I thought that was really nice, and it had a really nice happy ending because he's now been given a whole bunch of job offers, and hopefully he's sort of taken on somewhere and he becomes a really good and productive worker. So
yeah.
Yes. So who do we all vote for then for the respective HOTI of the week? Who wants to vote first?
I vote for Ryan Lowry. I like that.
I will vote for Justin Heron.
Yeah, I'll vote for like that one really hits close to home, so yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll wait and see what Brianna, I think it's Lauren, Anthony, and myself actually who's on next week. So we'll see what Lauren and Anthony pick for their HOTI of the week. Actually, hold on, wait there. Let me double check because
I think it's Alex.
I know for a fact that I'm on next week because I'm on 3 weeks on the run. So yeah, it's Lauren, Anthony, and myself. Week 8. The week after that is you, Liam, Anthony, and Bree. And the week after that is Brianna, Alex, and me. So
for some reason I thought Alex was on next week.
No, yeah. I've done my penance. Let me leave.
So yeah, that's who we are having on next week.
Awesome. I'm sure it'll be a really great episode.
Yes. But I think that wraps us up for today.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you all for watching. Don't forget, follow us over on Twitter at HOTI Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you thought of the podcast. As you know, we are back every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. UK time, which is 11 a.m. Pacific and 2 p.m. Eastern. I think I got those times right. Silly American timings. But yes, thank you all very much for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye, everyone.